It's a beautiful next morning, and I decided to welcome myself to my house with these beautiful blooms that I just got from my garden. Shasta daisies, some hydrangeas, and other flowers. They look so pretty. So back from Stowe, Vermont, I wanted to show you with the kids whenever we are traveling or whenever I am traveling, how do I pack the things actually. I have two of these picnic baskets, okay, these kinds. This one is from World Market, and I have another one that I got it from the Kent Island Happenings, actually, that is free, where people give away things that they are not using. I have two of these, okay, and look how huge this is. This is like insulated. You can put hot and cold stuff here both. I have so much of the groceries that I take with me. Things, simple things like Maggi, hoagie, then like our oatmeals that the particular kind of granola that we eat, oil. Then I can show you छोटी जी डब्बी दे विच मैं like लाल मिर्च भी रखी हुई है, red pepper powder. Then things like fritters. These are like easy things when you're traveling, especially for 5 or 6 days with the kids. You're not gonna buy the whole set of groceries. So whatever you have available at home, put them in the zipper pack, check them into the baskets like this. I just unloaded this whole basket. Now what happens is it's gonna get compressed like this. Like this. It's gonna get compressed, and then it's gonna stow away into my pantry. And till then, next time when I am going to go for another trip, I add like namkeens into this. I added palak paneer. Like, these ready to eat meals are really good. You cannot eat at restaurant every day. In any ways, it's not conducive. Financially, I can afford it. That's not a problem. Affording is not the problem. The problem is it's not healthy for you. So sometimes you cannot get these meals and you can actually cook them. Take some, like I took for the kids dal, and I take rice. I can make khichdi for them. I can make dal separate or rice separate. That way at least they have 1 or 2 days of the meal in between. Cereals, things like this, cereals. They're cookies. I'm talking about the dal and the rice. I have the whole mixture of the yellow and the green and dal and the rice in there, and I made a pot of it while we were on the vacation. Things like these, cheeselings, apple sauces, things like chicken soup. These things come on handy, especially when you have little kids that are the hungry buffers all the time. And this actually saves, of course, a lot of money, but at the same time, a lot of energy to you, because you not have to constantly scratch for a food while you're away on a vacation, and you can enjoy your time off. So this is what I do. This bag goes with me to almost everywhere. I cannot even tell you. It has gone to me all the way to Key West in Florida, to Colorado. It went with me to, where else did we go? I have been to many places in the United States. Every time we go to Vermont, every time we go to New York, every time we go to New Jersey, Ocean City, Ashanti Islands, Virginia, Massanutten, everywhere these bags go with me because it's so handy. And then you can just carry it out like this, and the capacity of it is so large that you would be amazed. I hope you got to learn something. If you're a mother and you're trying to scratch your head how to pack the things, I do carry some things in my tote bags, like the grocery tote bags, but that is the food that is already cooked. That way it doesn't get spilled into this. I sometimes even put the popsicles in here also, and then you can put them into the freezer at your vacation place. So hopefully you get to learn something, and if you're a mother, you now know what and how to pack for the next vacation. So now we're back from Stowe. Continuing the vlog, I have to cook actually. Of course, I have hunger birds that's gonna come, and they're gonna look for the food. So I have the spaghetti that I'm boiling. I don't break spaghetti. I'm very typical Italian in that sense. In this vlog, I'm going to teach you the easiest recipe for dal, okay? This is going to serve as a basic for all types of Indian dals that you need to cook at home. Take it to be dal makhani or like the black dal, any green dal, any types of the lentils that you find, any colors, you can cook with this basic recipe, okay? So let's start. I have all the ingredients that I am trying to get ready. I have a few cloves of garlic, at least 1, 2. I love to add lots and lots of garlic. You like garlic more, you can add more, feel free. This much of the ginger, a little bit more ginger here. They're all going in the chopper. I have the chopped onion, at least a full size of an onion, medium onion. You have white onion at home, feel free to add it. It's not a very big taste buster or a tiebreaker here. I have red. I do eat white onions, typically that is for the salad, because the red one is more pungent in the salad, okay? So adding these red onions, your garlic is in here, and then your ginger. All right, let's grate it. Now I'm going to be adding my oil in here. So olive oil, always. The olive oil that can actually tolerate the higher temperature, not the one that you put on your salad. Any olive oil or any type of oil that you prefer, you like, you can use it. And this is my grated stuff here, the onion and the garlic and the ginger. Okay, I believe this is the jugaad. This is the hack that I have to stop my toddler to get into this one that has my all baking items and everything. It even has the marshmallows and yeah, but can it stop her? No. So the first thing, my spice wheel is all over here, okay? The first thing I'm going to add is cumin seeds or jeera. If you want to add the mustard seeds, that's totally fine. Typically in the South Indian dal, when it is cooked in South India, they add mustard seeds. So let's wait for this to get heated up. I might shift actually my burners. So let's go to this side. You can see, right? Yeah, you can. Okay. This is much more faster. All you need to do is see if the cumin is just crackling. That means the cumin is ready. Let me show it to you. It started crackling. Now we're going to add our grated garlic, onion, and ginger. Okay. So now this is getting sauteed, okay? We're gonna leave it till it gets much more melted down into the oil. Gonna take about 2-3 minutes, that's all. And the smell of the garlic and the onion, oh. Over here, this side, I'm doing the grated tomatoes, okay? Now, once they started getting caramelized, I am going to add half a tablespoon of turmeric. That's up to your choice. Just this much of red pepper. Okay. I have the moong dal or the moongi masri. This is the orange and the yellow dal that is actually boiled. I have boiled it with nothing. If you want to add ghee, that's okay. If you want to add oil, that's a very good addition to help it not to, make the froth, take the froth out and then remove that, okay? I have added my grated tomatoes. 1 to 1.5 tomato is already enough. And this is getting sauteed more actually. So this is where you're going to make the gist of your masala, or what we call in India is a tadka. This is the sorting of the onion, the mellowing of the onions and the garlic and the tomatoes, and the ginger into this. That's what makes the base for all the recipes. Use this at this stage. You want to add paneer, you want to add meat, go ahead. This is the same thing. I'm going to add it into my boiled dal, and that is it. Dal is not at all a complicated thing. That's why I think Indian women love it, because in the summer, when our kitchens are smelting hot, this is one of the quickest things that you can make, and is very protein rich and very nutritious. I added a little bit of a water, and now I am just giving it a good boil. Not too much water, but just this much, just so that your tadka gets sorted nicely. I know you might be thinking, well, our dal is so less, why is our tadka too much? I love to taste the onions in my dal. I love too much of tadka. You want to decrease it, go for half a size of an onion or half the onion. Over here, I'm making an impromptu recipe. This is my garden's different types of peppers. I'm going to add the green onions into this, some little bit of a ginger, some green chilies and some red onion, whatever I have left. And then into this, I'm going to add a little bit of like 1 or 2 of the boiled potatoes. This is not like Shimla mirch, or this is, you can just call it as a pepper with the potatoes recipe, but these can be any type. You have a yellow box, red box, any box, peppers, sweet peppers, any type of peppers, put it in. I only had this much of a harvest today morning from my garden, so I'm making it as an impromptu recipe, but it's gonna taste so nice. Different types of onion, green and the red onion into this. I cannot believe these are the onions that I just harvested this morning from my garden, and they are so smelly. They're so nice, so yum in flavor and so fresh. The camera, I have already added a little bit of a turmeric, a little bit of a red pepper and salt, and then the peppers into this. As I said, this is an impromptu recipe. That means this is very quick to make and it takes only a few seconds. This side my dal is ready. So let's add tadka into dal. Tadka, dal, tadka, dal. Okay? That's what you do. Behind the camera, I already added salt into this. Tadka to the dal and added some water just to liquefy it, just to look at the consistency. This is what it looks like. Okay? Okay? Now, let it come to a good boil. You might have noticed I haven't added the garam masala, which is the king of all the spices in Indian cuisine. I'm going to tell you what is the reason for doing that. Here I have already added my boiled potatoes. And these peppers, if you can see it closely, these are very thin walled. They are not like the big bell peppers that you get at the store. They're very thin walled, so they're going to just wilt in a few seconds. These are ready. I have some few basically flowers of cilantro, because my cilantro had started to mature. So just few flowers on the top, and then all the green onions, the green part of the green onion, I grated it, and it's going to go into both of these recipes. It has finished boiling, and this is the stage, very crucial stage, where I add 3 key ingredients. Green chilies. This is where the greens are added. I don't like my greens to get that darker green color, especially anything cilantro or anything. Most of the Indian women will do this. My mom taught me, add dhania, your green chili, everything later. Let the dal boil. Garam masala later. That's a marvelous trick from my mom, who has, in addition to the Indian cooking school, has taught me a lot of Indian cooking. She is amazing, amazing cook. I love her cooking. I don't say it enough to her on the face. Maybe it's because I'm from that generation, but she's a marvelous cook. Now I have actually started cherishing her more, because the way she makes the dal, my dad and my brother can just eat the bowls of dal from that. Now adding a little bit of a garam masala here and mix it. And you can just imagine, within 10 minutes, both of my recipes are done. This can be easily eaten with roti, chapati, naan, parantha, anything. Rice, roti, naan, anything. Dal can go with. 2 pots done at a time. Took me less than 10 minutes. If you are adding garam masala so far while your tadka is getting done, while it is getting sorted, then I'm sorry. You need to change your style of cooking. Mom approved. This is Punjabi approved. This is Sardarni approved. And this is the way you add the yumness to your food, because you want to maintain the freshness of that garam masala. Don't add it while you're frying your onions and your tadka or anything. Add it afterwards. After, please. So quickly, few things which I forgot to mention. Once your dal is cooked, you're ready to platter it. You're ready to serve it. Definitely add desi ghee or any kind of butter if you like. Another thing is why we don't add garam masala while you're making your tadka or while you're sauteing your onion, because garam masala is so rich of all the ground spices, you don't want to lose its aroma. So you're going to add it once your sabji or your dal or any of your Indian vegetable is done and cooked. Wait, we're not done. We need to taste our recipe. So let's taste the aloo with the pepper, potatoes with the pepper. So yum, so fresh. As I told you, if you're a gardener, you have peppers growing up, Try this Indian recipe. It's amazing. And now is my dal. नज़ारा आ गया. बस. That's it. All I need is a rice or a naan or a roti. Definitely try this recipe. Sorry. Definitely try this recipe. It is yum. It's so tasty. It's very quick. Indian cuisine is not about being laborious. There are multiple hacks we as modern women can do. If you have learned cooking or you are watching my channel, there are many hacks that you can do that can break your cooking time and cut your cooking time into half. Definitely try this dal recipe with any dal. The cooking time for every dal, the time to boil the dal varies. Some of the dals might be able to be cooked in a pan. Otherwise, they would need the pressure cooker. So try that. I am amazed that you guys have not subscribed me. If you haven't, please take time to look into my channel. If you like, please subscribe me. I would be so much grateful to you. And till that time, I will continue to bring Indian recipes and other videos to you. Bye-bye. Stay well.